Summer is officially in full swing, and if you're anything like me, you are probably looking for places in the budget that you can afford to cut out to be able to afford more trips and activities with the kiddos this summer. So we're turning to our financial expert and friend, Todd Brian. Hi there, Todd.
Hey, Marlisa, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, doing great.
So listen to this. A recent survey by CNET found Americans spend on average $90 a month on subscriptions. We all have them. And they're saying that we're wasting nearly $200 a year on unused subscriptions. When you hear those numbers, I mean, does it sound like that's possible?
Yeah, and sadly, those numbers might be undershooting it a little bit for a lot of households.
Yeah, when I saw $90 a month, I was like, how many subscriptions are we talking?
Yeah, exactly. You know, when cutting the cord first became popular a few years back, yeah, as an example, like YouTube TV, when it first came out, it was $35 a month.
Not now.
There's been many price increases. Now it's at $83 a month. So that's more than 100% price increase only in 8 short years. As a certified financial planner practitioner, I've had meetings now. I did the math, over 10,000 meetings that I've had with individuals on the intimate details of their financial planning. And when you look at your budget, we want to divide it between your fixed costs and your discretionary or your variable costs. And a lot of times when people are looking at these budgets, that's when they're realizing how much they're spending on things that they're really not using. And the kind of the culture we've shifted to this subscription model, at first you were saving a lot of money, but now there's so many of them out there that, a lot of people really should take a good hard look.
What would you say are some good ways that we could look at maybe trimming our subscription cost without missing out on our favorite TV shows or some of our favorite memberships? Where could we start?
Yeah, so there's really 4 main different types of subscriptions that I've thought of, and first is television, which is what we're talking about right now. But then there's also food subscriptions. You've got your DoorDash, your Uber, your Grubhub. There's like music subscriptions with the Spotifys and the Apples and the Amazons and your Sirius Radio, and then there's the shopping subscriptions with your Amazons and Walmarts and Targets and all of that. But if we're just looking at the TV, there's really a good chance, if you're watching us here this evening, that you're subscribing to something that you probably have not watched in the past couple of months. So, yeah, I know we're all guilty of it.
We're all guilty.
So you might not need to have some of those sports packages right now if your teams aren't in season. So I'd encourage people to go ahead and cancel them. There's no penalty for canceling or anything like that, and just get it back in the future.
For people who might be interested in learning more about what you do, where can they find you online?
Yeah, they can start off at my website. They can just go to toddbryantcfp.com. And from there, you'll find all my contact information, my bio, and some more information about our firm.
Perfect. Todd, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for helping us out when it comes down to the bottom line.
Yeah, you're welcome, Marlisa. Happy to be here. Thank you.